Here we go. We're off to our first shoot since moving here to California. And it all fits nicely. I'm happy with this. This first shoot is for a coffee shop called Sage Bakehouse. It's a really cool, unique place. And we're doing a trade for them. Making them a short documentary about their business. And in return, they're gonna put an ad for me and a bunch of business cards somewhere in their store. So yeah, so I get advertising and I also get momentum.
But I mean, just for like in terms of.
Okay, so this is the setup we've got here.
Yeah.
We have our key light coming at it from this side. We've got window light. We've got the mic coming down. This is Nick. Hello. Owner of this coffee shop. And we've got this light over here splashing little light on that chair. And then we have this light here splashing on the window there. So yeah, so this is kind of what the setup looks like for today. And go. And go. Sweet, we'll just hold it there. That looks awesome. I feel like you can visualize you're at the shop there.
Yeah.
Man, it always surprises me how long it takes to set up some simple lighting. At least me. It took us about 4 hours to get one interview and detail shots of the food. We kind of adapted with the food shots and ended up going with a little bit different look than I had planned, but it looks a lot better than I thought it would look. So we had to kind of adapt, but the look we ended up with was cool. And the lighting and the interview looked great. And we just had to walk him through it and really take our time with the interview because we didn't pre-script everything. So we just had to guide him through the story and everything. And he did a great job. So the interview took about an hour to record that whole thing, but we just did it piece by piece and got the full story that we wanted. So I'm excited. We've got the biggest chunk done first, which is the story, and we got the detail shots, and the rest of it we want actual live footage of stuff happening, them making the food, them taking care of customers, things like that, them working at the farmers market. So that stuff we won't stage as much. So yeah, that's the next part, but I think the shoot is gonna be great. We just got our first payment for a shoot. There we go. It's happening, guys. That guy was just so sweet. Gave me a bunch of food, just let me try everything they pretty much have. Well, it felt like he just let me try a bunch of food. And it was really cool talking to a business owner and seeing the mentality of owning a business and what that's like. And this guy went 5 years without making a profit in his business, just continuing to reinvest into building and materials and equipment and employees. 5 years. Imagine not making a profit in 5 years. It's just incredible. And now he's got a business that's lasted 15 years, and he doesn't have to be there all the time to keep it running. So that's so cool. Just like a good reminder to us in the film industry, just because you're investing a lot in equipment, just because you're investing into growing your skills, and you're not seeing a profit right away in the first year or two, that's normal in business. That's normal. So real encouraging. Great hanging out with this guy. I appreciate him. This is such a cool process to see.
Alright. Food in general, it take hours to make and then it take seconds to eat, you know?
True.
It's like, Madeline too, we work in like fancy restaurant and sometimes we spend like, I mean at the end it's just a few minutes on one plate and but hours of like work on it, you know, and then people just eat it in like 5 minutes. Maybe. Sometimes
Dang.
faster.
Well, I might slow down on my next.
Huh?
I might slow down on my next pie then. Make it last a little longer.
Yeah, chew it. Appreciate the texture of the glue, you know.
Well, that went well. That was a cool shoot. Just got to document the process of baking pies, sausage rolls, and Pop-Tarts. It's really cool. Really cool to see. People were super nice. And shot on the shoulder most of the time. Or by hand. But my setup worked really well. This is my first time using the FS7 setup since building it. So really happy with how that went. Brought a bunch of extra gear just in case I needed it, but the space was too tight. Really didn't need the rest of it, but it's nice to have it. So yeah, it's going. I like the shoot. This is fun. This text just came in from someone who was thinking about hiring me on Production Hub. Just found out the client sourced this directly and isn't working through me on this one. So sorry. Thanks for being responsive. Now she's referring to an event that's happening in about a week or two. And she is a producer and her husband is an editor. They're flying in from out of state and they were looking for a videographer to help them video this event. So I thought, I appreciate her telling me that the client ended up picking their own videographer. So I said, okay, no problem. Thanks for letting me know. If you don't mind me asking, how did I stack up against the other freelancers that reached out to you through the Production Hub? And I found this really interesting. She said, you were on my short list. Nice work examples, good equipment package options, and good pricing. And I liked how you proactively reached out. So that's really encouraging to know and like good to know that that's what people are looking for. So nice work examples, good equipment package, good pricing. So let's look that over. As soon as she posted this, I texted her within, I think about like 15-30 minutes. And so I reached out to her and I said, hey, this is what my work looks like. I saw you through Production Hub. I sent her a link to my website so she could go to my website and she can quickly see my work examples. And so she said she liked this. She liked the nice work examples. And then she's like, rates would be great. So then I'm like, here you go. Boom, super easy. Got all my rates in there. And then she can see my packages. And she actually responded about that. She said, great, very reasonable. I'll be in touch when we make a decision. And then on that day, I was actually shooting a video. So I took a screenshot from the video, texted it to her and said, here's a screenshot from an interview I shot today, Becky. So that's cool to know that all of that landed us on her short list of freelancers that she was going to pick from. So good to know. Nice work examples, good equipment package options, and good pricing. Those are 3 things that clients are looking for. A friend just invited me to this event called FlowCon. You've got a pastor, you've got a financial guy, you've got tech company owners, creatives speaking at the event, and there's networking time and coffee, and there's speaking, and then there's more networking time and dinner after. But it's $50, and it's being hosted by a church, but it seems pretty cool and like a good opportunity to meet people. But I don't know, because it's $50.
You should go.
All right, we'll go. Okay.
So,
Part of the Overflow team?
yeah, exactly.
So cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Did you need a big...
We started off with some awesome food from local vendors. It was really creative, all the different dishes and drinks. They even had a espresso machine and you could order a latte for free. Then we broke up into two groups. One went to a branding session and the other went to a finance section. I went to the branding session. It was super fascinating. That guy in the black hat is named Mackie Saturday. He's so impressive. He like helped rename Facebook to Meta. Crazy. And he was just fascinating to listen to. Then we had some more networking and just got to connect with people. Then we listened to some more talking. This was another panel with Chi Hua Qian, Nancy Duart, and Adam Smallcombe. They're all really, really cool and great to listen to, actually. And then they had Mackie Saturday up there again. He was super fascinating. And then they have this other guy you can't really see. You see the back of his head on the far right, named Jens Jacob. And he is an executive producer of this movie called After Death, which is in theaters right now. So that was really cool. And I got to talk to him after this. So now you see where they have tacos for us. And so we were able to grab tacos, just hang out and chat. And it was great. There were so many people there that I wanted to meet. It was like I couldn't talk to enough people. So it was a great event. I'm really glad I went. And I definitely want to come back to this church because there's just a lot of cool people that go there. A great place to meet people. So anyways, that's the end of this video. Thanks for hanging with me. Love you guys. Bye.